The world does not reward the beginner. It mocks them. We praise the master, but we despise the clumsy first steps. We want the prize without the practice. We want the beautiful melody without the hours of terrible, broken notes. My name is Aurelius, and this is the story of how to survive being bad until you become better. This tale is crafted to help you grow your mind and master the English language through deep, rhythmic listening. Listen closely. In the village of Oakhaven, Cale wanted to be a master clockmaker. He wanted to build instruments that could track the stars. But Cale had a problem. His hands were clumsy, and his patience was thin. He was very bad. He watched Master Joshua build beautiful timepieces. Joshua moved like water. Every gear fit perfectly. Cale felt a deep ache in his chest. He wanted that skill right now. He hated the messy reality of his own work. Procrastination became Cale's shield. If he did not try, he could not fail. He delayed his practice for days. He told himself he was waiting for inspiration. In reality, he was simply terrified of looking foolish and untalented. Cale sought external validation to cure his fear. He showed his half-finished, sloppy work to neighbors, hoping they would praise his effort. But their polite, empty compliments did not satisfy him. The illusion of praise only made him feel emptier inside. He realized the first major moral of his journey. Seeking approval from others is a trap. It is a drug that treats the symptom but never cures the disease. True confidence is built in private, through honest, ugly, unpolished effort. One rainy morning, Master Joshua approached the discouraged boy. He did not offer pity. Instead, he gave Cale a small, heavy iron box with a complex lock. "Fix this by winter," Joshua said quietly, "or leave the workshop forever." The challenge felt impossible. The box was rusted, and the internal mechanisms were completely frozen. Cale spent the first 3 days just staring at it, frozen by his own perfectionism. He wanted to fix it perfectly on his first try. Then, Cale remembered a lesson about microhabits. He decided to stop focusing on the grand result. He focused only on one tiny pin. He chose to polish just one small piece of metal every single morning, nothing more. This was the power of emotional resilience. He accepted that today's work would not be perfect. He accepted that he was still an amateur. By lowering the stakes, he removed the heavy, paralyzing fear of failure that had bound him. Days turned into weeks. Cale worked in total silence. He no longer carried his pieces to the village square. He no longer asked for praise. He found a quiet joy in the repetitive, rhythmic scraping of his metal tools. He was learning to survive the middle phase. This is the valley of disappointment. It is the place where emotional energy drops and results are invisible. Most people quit here. They mistake a lack of immediate progress for a lack of talent. But Cale pushed through. He realized that talent is not a birthright, it is a hard-earned habit. Being bad at something is simply the tax you must pay to enter the kingdom of mastery. He paid that tax willingly every morning. Autumn arrived with gold and crimson leaves. The iron box was completely disassembled. Hundreds of tiny parts lay on Cale's desk. To an outsider, it looked like absolute chaos. But to Cale, it looked like a beautiful, solvable puzzle. Then came a massive setback. While forcing a stubborn gear into place, Cale accidentally bent a crucial brass pivot. His heart sank. Weeks of careful work were ruined in a single second. The old anger flashed inside his mind. He wanted to smash the box. He wanted to quit. But instead, Cale closed his eyes. He breathed in the scent of old wood and oil. He recognized this moment as the ultimate test of his emotional resilience. He did not curse his clumsy hands. He did not blame the tools. He simply picked up his pliers and began to straighten the bent brass pivot. It took him 4 long, tedious hours to fix his own simple mistake. Master Joshua watched from the shadows. The old man smiled faintly but said nothing. He saw that Cale was no longer fighting the process. The boy was no longer running away from his own unavoidable flaws and limitations. Winter came, covering the village in a heavy blanket of white snow. The deadline had arrived. Cale sat at his desk, staring at the fully assembled iron box. It looked clean, polished, and completely transformed from its original state. With a trembling hand, Kale inserted the key into the lock. He turned it slowly. A sharp, clear, satisfying click echoed through the quiet room. The heavy iron lid popped open smoothly, revealing a beautifully lined velvet interior. Master Joshua walked over and inspected the box. He picked it up, turned it over, and listened to the smooth alignment of the gears. He looked at Kale. "It is not perfect," Joshua noted calmly, "but it is functional." Kale smiled. For the first time in his life, hearing that his work was not perfect did not crush his spirit. He knew it wasn't perfect, but he also knew it was vastly superior to anything he could have built months ago. "You have survived the hardest part of learning," Joshua said, handing Kale a beautiful golden pocket watch. "You survived the phase of being bad. You did not run away from your incompetence. You embraced it, and you refined it." Kale looked out at the snowy morning. He realized that the iron box was never the real project. He was the project. By forcing himself to show up every day, he had repaired his own fractured discipline and fragile self-esteem. The second moral became clear to him: competence is a shield against despair. When you actively improve a skill, you change your relationship with the world. You no longer fear difficult challenges. You begin to welcome them as opportunities. Years passed, and Kale's reputation grew. He became known not just for his technical skill, but for his profound patience. He never rushed his apprentices. He understood the silent, agonizing frustration that every single beginner must face. When his own students dropped gears or bent delicate springs, Kale did not get angry. He would simply smile, pick up the piece, and repeat the wise words of Master Joshua: "Pay the tax of mastery willingly." The final moral of Kale's life was about legacy. True mastery is not about being better than everyone else. It is about reaching back to pull others up through the same messy, frustrating darkness that you once survived. So, if you are currently struggling with a new skill, a new language, or a new habit, remember Kale. Do not abandon the work because it looks ugly today. The ugliness of the beginning is mandatory. Be kind to your own bad progress. The master is simply a beginner who refused to quit during the painful, unglamorous days of struggle. Your current mistakes are not your identity. They are merely your raw materials. Every broken attempt is a lesson in disguise. When you allow yourself to fail without judgment, you unlock the door to true growth. The weight of perfectionism will only slow you down on this long journey. Commit to the tiny actions. Do not look at the top of the mountain. Look only at the single step right in front of your feet. That is how mountains are climbed, and that is how masters are made. You must build a sanctuary of discipline within yourself. When the initial excitement fades, it is your daily habits that will keep you moving forward through the darkest valleys of self-doubt and creative frustration. The world will try to rush you, but your progress belongs entirely to you. Protect your pace. Let your growth be slow, deep, and steady, like the deep roots of a great oak tree. Your efforts are never truly wasted. Even when an attempt fails completely, you have trained your mind to endure. You have strengthened your character, and that is a victory no one can take away from you. Look back at how far you have already come. The things that once felt completely impossible to you have now become second nature. Trust the process, and trust your ability to adapt, learn, and overcome. This is the ultimate secret of personal growth. You do not need to be great today. You only need to be willing to survive the discomfort of being bad until tomorrow makes you better. If this story brought value to your mindset and helped you practice your English listening skills today, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like on this video, and share your thoughts in the comments below. To show that you are fully committed to your own personal growth and mastery, type the phrase, "Build the habit," in the comments section below. Thank you for listening, and stay strong on your journey.